What's up, everybody? This is your Rogue Jedi Gaming here to give you my thoughts. I know people have already done their thoughts and opinions and review of this game, but you know what? It's my turn. It's best that I talk about it at a time where not people think about it, but this game will probably make you think about it, and you'll probably remember why you liked it or what was it about this game that made you play it. This is Diablo, the Reaper of Souls. The plot to this game is after Diablo is defeated by the Nephilim, aka your created character, Tariel recovers the Black Soul Stone that contains the essence of all 7 of the great evils, knowing it is too dangerous to leave it in the hands of mortals or angels. He and his 6 Haradrim take the Black Soul Stone back to the Sanctuary in an attempt to seal it away where it can never be found, deep in the tombs of Rakaris, the first king of Westmarch, the kingdoms established to the Westmarch of Canadoras. However, the group is ambushed by Methariel, aka the Angel of Death, which was an archangel, but this is now the Grim Reaper. After being corrupted 20 years earlier by the Baal in Diablo 2. Now calling himself the Angel of Death, the Reaper kills all but only 1 Haradrim, incapacitating Tariel in the process, and takes the Black Soul Stone. And it is your task as the Nephilim to go through the lands and cleanse it of his evil before Diablo can be re-released, because no matter what, Diablo cannot be defeated, aka this is why we have had the 3 Diablo games. Now, that plot, it's a very strong plot for the Diablo series. The plot in itself is very well done. The cutscenes are beautiful. The cutscenes are something you would typically see out of Blizzard games. They do these cutscenes very well for the World of Warcraft games and any game that's under Blizzard. Like also Overwatch has great, fantastic cutscenes. But I feel the Diablo games is their strongest set of cutscenes, especially Diablo 3. I mean, look at this. How could you not think these cutscenes are amazing? I mean, just look at the Angel of Death and look at a warrior struggling to hold on to him. I mean, the power of the Reaper is incredible. I mean, no lie, he makes Diablo look like a little bitch in this game. But the plot to the games, or to this game, it's a very strong plot, very interesting, and strong enough for you to want to learn the lore of all these games. That's something. When you begin your journey, you will be going with 6 characters: Barbarian, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Witch Doctor, and Wizard, each with their own powers, own abilities, unique sets of armor, unique set of weapons, and you will just want to power your character up to face the challenges that lie in the Westmarch lands. And personally, my favorite character is a Wizard and a Barbarian, but that is my personal preference. If you guys have some personal preference characters, please let me know, but this is great. The control scheme of this game is very well done. Very simple, very easy for any player of an RPG to pick up and play. With its over-the-top camera, easy camera angles to adjust, easy button layouts, very easy. Now if you play on PC, you are masterful with the controls, but for console players, this one is also equally as good, for the buttons are mapped. They're mapped for each ability, your health, your level up bar, your magic meter, and the person you always have flagging you at all times. You have many enemies to destroy on screen, many combos you can build up, and you can unleash your ultimate, most devastating attacks. And each region in this game contains different enemies, and anything you can do in this game, you can do. You can pick up many items that the enemies drop, and the items they drop are insane. The boss battles, though. The boss battles are a cross between regular battles and almost slightly thematic. I wish the boss battles were a little bit more epic, but you know what? For the game that this is, the boss battles are very well done. They have their own set of ways on how the enemies move, their own different camera angles, their own set of how powerful they are. Different enemies have different attack patterns, and some of them actually take different forms, different styles, and the amount of bosses in this game are very varied. And when you defeat them, you gain incredible amount of loot. The loot they drop will increase your character, and you can make your character the strongest you can make him. Now, the character's powers Depending on what character you are, you will unlock multiple abilities, and each ability has its own set of abilities. And then once you rank up to rank 70, which is, think of it as the prestige, you unlock Paragon mode, where you can pretty much take your character. He's already epically powerful. It's like taking him and putting him on steroids. You can also increase your AI partner that is flagging you at all times. If you're not playing online with a friend, you can easily have an AI partner with you. There are 5 different locations, 5 different regions, but they have multiple bounties, multiple things for you to do to always keep gaining the best loot, the best gear, the best items that you need for your survival. This game rewards you with challenge. You go from normal to hard to expert to master. But if you have the balls, you can go through the many torments of the game. There are 12 torments. Each makes the game harder than the last. This gives the game epic replayability, an epic challenge for any of you who dare to enter this world. The final thing I want to talk about with this game is its Riffs. You have Guardian Riffs, Nephilim Riffs, Greater Riffs. These are challenges, great challenges you can go through with friends or by yourself. This is where they take every enemy on the game, and it's pretty much these enemies are taken to the new extremes. You go through different varied locations, even locations you probably never even seen in the main game. You fight almost endless of waves of enemies until you raise a meter to 100%. That lets you know that the boss is coming. The boss would be a Rift Guardian, and once you defeat the Rift Guardian, you can gain extra amounts of XP, extra amounts of loot, extra amounts of Paragon points. But then once you go into the Greater Rifts, the Nephilim Rift is phase 1. Greater Rifts is taking you to a whole nother level, to a whole nother dimension of incredible boss battles and monster battles. And if you keep an eye out, there's references to other Blizzard games. Well, before Overwatch anyway. Like this is prior to Overwatch, and if you look out for these little, if you have the game, you probably know it is, and those of you who never played it and don't feel like this is a good starting point, this is a good starting point. This is probably the best part in the series. I've played Diablo 2 on PlayStation 1, and I've seen my older cousin play the original Diablo every now and then. So I have a fair knowledge, but to me, being that this is the first Diablo, well, not my first Diablo, but this is the Diablo that feels more accessible to me, this game right here is great. I feel that Diablo Reaper of Souls should get more praise, and I'm looking forward to more future expansions, because this game is the main game and it's its first expansion. So this is your Rogue Jedi Gaming's review of Diablo the Reaper of Souls. If you haven't got it, pick it up, give it a try, and I'll probably be seeing you in the world of the West March Plain.
The Nephilim had done the impossible. By conquering death, he had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. He is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a barbarian who protects the innocent. But within him beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will he have the strength to resist, or will he be our doom?